Hi guys, welcome to Sportswear Roundtable. आज मैं host हूँ. Feels kind of weird to शिवम से मैंने वो spot ले लिया है. I'm enjoying this thing now. So we have शिवम, we have आशुतोष, United के fans हैं, and we have Shubhang, Liverpool का fan है. And Shubhang ने just बोला था कि he's ready to be the Van Dijk today because he's going to defend Liverpool in front of the mighty attack of Greenwood and our mighty Rashford. Shivam, I'm not comparing you with Ronaldo, anyways. So, guys, so it's a big
I
match,
love
right?
Rashford. I'm fine.
It's a heavy match upcoming. I mean, it's going to be huge. Liverpool rocking. We have the Egyptian god banging goals. I don't know what pills is he on? What is he doing? I don't know, but that guy is magnificently beautiful. I love watching him play these days. And talking about Liverpool, talking about United, it's actually I don't want to comment there. You guys just have that thing to say right now. So what are your
No,
thoughts?
no.
I mean,
I have another thing to say. For the first time in my life, I am starting to turn into a fan of Mohamed Salah, and the way he's playing and the goals he's scoring. I mean, definitely he's not the best player in the world. He plays for United, and I mean he wears number 7. But I mean, still, it's a good shout. I mean, it's a good shout to be number 2, number 3 in the league. So yeah, I mean,
okay,
yeah, he deserves the applause he's getting, but I mean, not as much as others. But yeah,
I
good player
mean,
you've got there, Shubhang.
I wish I could say the same for Ronaldo. But one good thing about the man is he's still keeping Ole in the business. Good thing for us rival fans. Har week 3 points milte hain. That's really something we're happy about. We wish to
You
continue
won't be
that.
happy when we get Zizou in, though, would
Yeah,
you?
it won't. Yeah, I believe we.
That's
I hope
not
this ages well
first
this weekend. I hope this really ages well this weekend.
first first thing. If you lose, and you will lose, if you lose by a margin of 3-0 or something, then the man's going out of business. But we, as the shithouses that we are, will probably stop at 2-0. We're good people, we're generous people, we let you live another day. Things like that will be the case. And second,
You were
the,
pretty generous for 30 years. You let everyone else win the Premier League title
Yeah,
except for yourself.
they pretty much slipped the Premier League trophy. I believe it was Steven Gerrard.
See, Gerard is for generous. He's a generous
Yeah,
person. He slipped
okay.
then
so
so
that
he
someone
slipped.
else
I'm
would go and
weighing
win the
in
Someone
Premier
else
this.
League.
can win.
Okay,
Correct, man.
yeah, I get it. I get it. This the whole thing. Shubhang, when was the last time Liverpool won a title?
I believe the last time was the year before this, the
Oh,
year
before
before
this,
last
right?
year.
And yeah, Shivam and Ashutosh, when was the last time you guys won a title? That's how
I
you
guess it
shut the
Well,
fuck
was
up.
it was very much between that 30-year time gap a lot of times.
Okay,
it's a
it's fine.
normal thing for us. We
But
keep winning
Yeah,
titles. It's okay.
yeah,
Ooh.
keep winning, and then you go and slip up against young boys. Something that you do. It's in the blood. Happens.
In the blood, like no, Gerard didn't play for us. No, he didn't play for us.
Okay.
Slipping
Of
isn't in
course.
our blood.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You can't sign every 36-year-old has been. No, you already have one playing for you on the front lines.
I believe
Oh no,
when
no, that's a
I
good
believe this.
point. A 36-year-old who's outscoring the Egyptian god. What kind of god is he? I mean,
Currently,
just
I don't.
afros and vibes.
Currently, I do not think that's the case. I
I
believe.
think yearly he's 10 goals ahead of Mohamed Salah. Where's Salah been? He went to Love
Well,
Island or something because he did get a good fresh cut and everything, but
but
I just
talking
didn't
about
notice him
this
that much.
season, let's
I
focus
guess
on this season
we'll
for
see
now,
this has been
because
scoring glorious goal this weekend. I really want to see
again,
that.
you see glorious goals. I see last-minute clutches for a dead team. It's a matter of perspective,
Oh,
really.
it's being generous. Yeah, okay, it's fine. 3 points
I
will be
mean,
ours.
if clutches in the last minute gets you titles, then why not? Because the last time I compared Ronaldo and Salah, I think one's got 5 Champions League titles, the other one's got what, like one if I'm not wrong, one, and
Yeah,
then
but
another final in which he lost
yeah,
his
but
shoulder.
here's the
Definitely
thing.
Don Sergio Ramos doing the
Here's the
job for
thing.
us.
That man, that man won 5 Champions League titles with a team which did not have a center back whose famous nickname is Slabhead. So Yeah, that does play here. That does
But
play.
they did beat a team who has a centre back who is considered as the best centre back the Premier League has ever seen. So makes you wonder.
That is Madrid. That is Madrid. We're talking about United here. We're talking. Let's talk about the last outing between our teams. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the scoreline of it.
Wasn't it the FA Cup where you guys lost 3-2, Bruno free kick?
Bruno free kick, and even after
I'm talking
Klopp
about the league.
ranted
I
about,
think you dug
even
your own
after,
grave over
yeah,
there, didn't you?
yeah, even I
I'm
believe
talking
Klopp
about the league.
ranted
I'm
about
focusing on the
Bruno
league
just
for now.
scoring pens, and he scored a free kick right in the top corner.
I'm talking about the league right now because I'm not concerned about the league cups as such.
Of
Because
course,
हम
you're
उधर
talking about the league.
we talk.
You win it once in 30 years, and all you want to do is talk about the league.
Yeah, we want. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. This team, again, agreed, once in 30 years. Can't do anything about that. But this team, the current Liverpool team, is used to winning titles. The current
Used
United
Agreed.
to.
team,
How
Man
many
U
did you
won
win
one
last season?
in 30 years, and that is not being used to winning.
See,
I mean,
Shivam, I
Wasn't
like to
your team
weigh
the
in
one
that.
who was coming out and saying we've lost Van Dijk for the whole year. We've lost our all our centre backs. We can't compete. It's fine
to
even if we
come
don't qualify for the Champions League, but you somehow scraped through it. Wasn't that you lowering your standards last year?
to come fourth into the league with almost half a player injured is still better than what was it? Yeah,
Then coming second in the league.
Getting into Europa with all your team intact for 2 seasons. So I mean, that's just
That's a good point. I'd like to hear some other perspective there. Yeah, getting into Europa. Yeah, guys, please talk about that. Shivam,
Getting into
Ashutosh, something.
Europa, see the last time I remember Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coming to this club, the club was in shambles. I actually remember
So was
Liverpool
Liverpool when
and
Klopp came.
their mighty
So was
Jurgen
okay,
Klopp
okay,
playing
okay.
in the
Yeah,
Okay,
Europa
okay,
League
okay.
and then
Klopp,
Just give
bottling a
no, no,
4 goal
no, no,
lead
no,
to
no, no. If you're talking
Tottenham
about this, if
Hotspur.
you're talking about this,
I
just
know.
give me a second. Just give me a second. When Ole joined, he had Rashford, he had Martial, he had Prime Lingard, and he had Lukaku. If I'm not wrong. Okay,
You're going to
Prime
use
Lingard.
the
Okay,
word prime for
okay.
Lingard.
Oh yeah, I get
Prime
that because yeah,
was like
Lingard
one
was
goal
brilliant.
in 5
Lingard was
games.
brilliant at that point of time. Okay,
One
okay,
goal
just
in
okay.
5 games
Yes,
is
yeah,
brilliant.
just
Nothing
add,
against
just yeah.
Jesse, but
And
come
when
on.
Klopp came in, he had like Milner playing in the midfield throughout. He had only Firmino. He had Karius or Mignolet as a keeper.
manual
So
levels.
how and Skirtle as a centre back. So I don't think that I genuinely think that Klopp has done a better rebuilding job than Ole. In if not less, I guess equivalent. They already took. I guess Klopp took 4.5 years to win a first title, and Ole
You
is
know what?
going to be the fourth
I'll
year,
give you the
right?
stats. I'll give you the
Yeah.
stats. I was just looking over this actually. So now that Ole has managed United for like 163 matches, if I'm not wrong, or something like
Okay.
that. They were comparing Klopp and United during that point of time, Klopp and Ole. Ole actually has a better win percentage. He has better finishes in the top four of
No,
the champion
I
of the
don't
Premier
care.
League.
I don't care about that. I don't care about win percentage. What's the point of having a good win percentage when you can't win a title? Just tell me. Klopp took four
You,
and a
in the
half years.
first 160, I'm sorry,
Klopp
sir.
took
I'm
four.
sorry to interrupt you.
Klopp took
In
four and a
for
half
one
years.
first 163 games, Klopp didn't win a single title either. He
Klopp
won it
took
after he
four
got
and a
Mohamed
half years
Salah.
to
He
win
won
a
it after he
title.
got
What's the
Virgil van
status of
Dijk.
Ole?
And
How much
and
time has
even
Ole
if
taken?
okay, all right, even if not even if let's just say Jurgen Klopp is a better manager than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because I don't want to be a fool on my own channel saying that Ole is better than Jurgen when I do 5 videos a week about him getting sacked. So no, of course Jurgen is a better manager than Ole. But the matter of the fact remains, it did take Jurgen Klopp 4 years. And I still believe if United get a competent manager right now, there is not a single player in this Liverpool team except for
See,
Virgil
this is
van
the
Dijk.
problem with the United fans.
There is not a single, no, you have to
No, no,
let me complete.
Shivam,
You
this
have
is
to
the
let me
problem with the
complete.
United fans. I guess
You
Shubhang will
have to
agree
let
to
me
this.
complete.
Yeah,
Last year, you guys were saying that Ole should be backed because he doesn't have the players. Now you're
not
saying
e-
Ole should not be backed even though he has the players.
not even last
See,
year. The moment
let me
Ronaldo started clutching, you were
Yeah,
singing praises for Ole. You were
yeah,
no,
singing praises for
exactly.
the
I
same
wasn't.
man.
I wasn't.
Many United fans were. Many United
I
fans
don't
were.
represent many United fans. I represent
Not
myself.
about you representing. Even you scroll through Twitter, you know this happens, right? And being a United fan, you are a community. And I'm not saying
So,
that
You
I
can't,
so
understand the
you
soccer
every
can't
time
community, but that
Chelsea
is
loses a
equivalent,
true.
game,
you can't
every time
equivalent
Chelsea
one person's thoughts
loses a
to the
game,
whole community.
50% of the people say Tuchel out. Does that mean they want Tuchel out?
We all
No.
know Chelsea fans are neurotic by principle. We can't
Yeah.
do anything about that.
I'm gonna be very clear about this. When we compare both the squads right now, the squad which United has and the squad which Liverpool has, except for Virgil van Dijk, except for Mohamed Salah, there I don't think there's a single player or Fabinho. There's not a single player who walks into this United team in terms of individual quality.
In terms of ended quality, I think you could. I think Thiago would be. Thiago would
No,
We've
easily
got
make
Pogba
it.
Thiago,
and Bruno. You think we need
Pogba
Thiago
and
Bro,
when
Bruno
we've
could
got
do
Pogba and
that
bro,
Bruno?
too.
I
Now,
would I
Pogba and
would
Bruno
take
do not fulfill the
Henderson
same
over
role.
McTominay any day.
McFred,
Any day.
I
McFred
am
will.
talking about the main 11 players. I am
McTominay
talking
and
about the
Fred are
main
your
11
main
players.
11 players, right?
As long as that
You
manager
want
of,
me to tell? Okay, you want me
as
to
long
say
as
who
that
are my
manager
main
of
11
your
players?
exists.
If you
Yeah, yeah,
want me to
just
tell, yeah,
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 let me
go ahead,
go.
yeah.
The reason I said Fabinho is because he comes over someone like Fred or McTominay. Because in my top 11 players, they don't play together. I
All
don't
right,
play McFred.
let's do this. Okay, let's do the starting 11. Allison picked first, next, right back. Don't say Bisaka.
Not sorry,
Trent,
Trent. Trent
Trent.
any day.
Defensively, Bissaka is better than Trent.
Defensively, yeah, defensively
Who the
true.
hell cares? Which era are we living in? It's not the era of fullbacks defending. It's
But
not
you
the
So,
era
have
of
to
Mate,
come
fullbacks
back to
means
defending.
defend, right?
Bissaka isn't important.
You have to come back to defend. You
Eventually,
have to
if you
take
look,
those tackles which,
if you look at this, if he commits mistake, Trent
Okay,
commits mistake,
Anmol,
but he's
Anmol,
better
how about I
offensively.
tell you? How about I tell you? You play right midfield or something, right? How about I tell you? Go tomorrow, start whipping in crosses for 1 year, and you can replace Trent Alexander-Arnold because I bet you
This
can.
is the problem. You can't do that because there are players who are doing this for 4 to 5 years and not able to do this. If you just gives this perspective. You have a 6 foot 1 inch, okay, a 6 foot tall person with a great heading ability who is considered to be as god in football. He is there playing for you. Would you rather have a Bisaka putting in the crosses or Trent putting in the crosses?
Ashutosh, mate, you can take this one.
okay, like
Don't even try to say
like,
Bisaka because he no, it does
no,
not
no.
put. I'll make it simple for you.
Honestly, in terms of putting
I
crosses, I'll give this to Trent any day. Honest opinion, and
I'll
wherever
tell
very
you.
valid point.
I'll tell you
Exactly.
another scenario, right? I'll tell you another scenario. You've got a team of 11 players who specifically play on the counter and they live off transitions. They play an open-ended game which looks like a fucking basketball game every time they're on TV. Would you rather have Trent or would you rather have Bisaka?
I would still have Trent.
yeah.
Good
For
at
defensive
counter attack.
capabilities, you'd have Trent.
I would have Trent over Bisaka any day, bro.
I
Honestly.
just think Bisaka suits the system better than Trent.
It's not about suiting the system. I still remember the match against
Bisa-
Istanbul Besiktas. I remember his mistakes. I
So
remember
like
always.
you're
I
not you're
always
not you're not
remember.
supposed to have one-off game. You're telling me Trent never has a one-off
I'm
game. He
just
just had
saying.
a whole season
I'm
which was
setting as an
one-off.
example. Liverpool, United always had this problem of the gap between the centre back and the right back, and that right back is Bisaka. If you talk about good games, Bisaka had brilliant games against City. He always pocket Sterling. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the overall game. If I have someone like Ronaldo up front, I would rather have Trent in my team over Bisaka because I
Okay, fine.
want.
Okay, we give you
Okay,
this one.
fine,
You
fine.
want right back
Yeah,
as Trent?
Shubhang,
Fine. All right.
even though I'm wearing a United kit,
Goalkeeper,
but I still
goalkeeper,
support you there.
goalkeeper. I don't think Allison is
Allison.
better than De Gea right now.
Oh my fucking god, are you crazy?
You're not,
Man,
you,
man,
are
come
you
on, just
kidding me? Are you
compare the
kidding me?
performances right now.
Just compare them right now.
Allison,
Just compare them. Just compare them.
Allison,
I'm not
look
even
at his.
kidding. Just compare them.
Are you kidding? See,
Allison's
it's
played
a
one good
complete
game this whole
50-50. It's a
season against
complete
Atletico
50-50.
Madrid.
I wouldn't say any one of
David De
them is better
Gea
than the other
has
one.
been top notch the whole season. He's been saving
I would
United
still
each and
say
every game.
I would still say it's 50-50.
You
I
can ask
can't.
Shubhang
See,
how good De Gea has been.
I
Yeah, it's been
agree.
brilliant.
I agree. He has been brilliant. Again,
De Gea
his
has
old,
been
his
brilliant,
form of
saving our ass
old,
so many times.
his form of old seems to be coming back. I am somewhat happy about that because I like seeing him in that form. But here's the thing, still doesn't go above Allison. Simply because Allison has a different mindset to that man. Allison will not
Man,
See, he slipped up. He slipped up against Man City, the most horrendous game he's ever had. That man built himself up. He did not mope around. He did not mope around like DDG did. He did. He did for whole seasons.
Anmol, you are absolutely lying to yourself if you tell me this season any
I
keeper in the league has been better than David De Gea.
I'm not saying Allison is better than Dea, but it's just my personal pick that I would rather have Allison because of the
no, but
mentality
the
he
thing
has.
is, we are
Well,
He
we can
picking
has,
all
the
fight on
top
playing with
personal
11
people, he
picks.
from
has that
those two.
influence,
We
which
are
Dea
picking
does
the
not
top
have.
11. Which one is better? That is the whole point of this
Haan, so
discussion
I
right now.
would now that I wouldn't say that Dea is better than Ellison or Ellison is better than. I am straight up say that it's 50-50. I can't. If I had to choose personally, I would have Ellison in my team over Dea.
I'd have De Gea over Alisson any day.
I'd have De Gea any day
All
over
right,
Alisson.
then Shubhang, let's give Dea to them.
I mean, yeah, based on previous performance, I guess you can have him. But
Yeah,
here's the
fine,
thing:
but
Allison has better distribution plus. Keep that in mind.
mentality exactly. But it's fine.
Keep that
You
in
got
mind.
Dea. Okay, you gave us
Let's
you
go
gave us
for
strength.
let's
You
go
gave us
for
strength.
centre backs. I think there's
Yeah.
one clear win over here when we go for centre backs. I think there's no competition between Harry Maguire and Virgil van Dijk. So Virgil van
Yeah,
Dijk is going to
clear
walk into
shots.
this team.
Yeah.
And
BBB
when we go
and
for the second centre back,
Varane.
if we take Varane and Matip, I would personally have Varane, but
Varane.
Yeah, I'd
Varane.
you know
also have
Varane is a
it's
Varane.
up
good
to
pick.
you.
Varane is a good
I'd
pick.
also
Varane is
have
a good
Varane.
pick.
I do
Varane
not.
and
So, yeah.
Varane and Van Dijk.
And then it comes to left back, Shaw and
Robertson.
Robertson. I think
Come
Robertson
on,
is a workhorse.
if even
He's
a
a
single
workhorse.
person would say Robertson is better than Shaw, come on, man, you're shitting yourself right here.
He's a workhorse, but when it comes to actually like the point which Anmol made, delivering in crosses, making those
Shaw.
overlapping
No
runs
one's
and
better than
everything,
Shaw.
Shaw is better.
Shaw. Absolutely.
Agreed.
Because of that ability,
Euros,
Shaw.
Euros campaign, Shaw's been better, and Robertson obviously has an injury, so he's been like on the bounce.
No,
So
no.
yeah,
I personally like that guy. The work rate and the amount of passion he puts in the game, immense, brilliant. But yeah, Shaw over
well,
Robertson in this one.
here's the thing: in terms of work rate, nobody can beat
Beat.
any
Yeah,
of the
nobody
11
can beat
players in
that guy. Yeah.
Liverpool squad. Any of the 11, massive
Let's
work
move to
rate
the
all around.
midfield. This
Midfield,
is where I think
Fabinho
this
as a
is going to
center
be a
defensive
clean
midfielder.
sweep. Defensive midfielder, I think Fabinho wins it.
Fabinho all
Fabinho,
day,
yeah,
all day.
any
Fab,
day.
Fab, Thiago,
Fabinho.
and your main guy, the Portuguese
Maestro.
magician.
Thiago doesn't walk into the United midfield.
Come
Just
on, man.
stop it.
Henderson.
Just stop it.
Thiago
Paul
would
Pogba has
Henderson.
finesse.
7
Thiago would
assists.
finesse
Thiago and
your whole.
Paul Pogba
Thiago
has
would
seven
finesse.
assists this season
Paul
in the
Pogba,
in the Premier League.
Paul Pogba in the French jersey. Paul Pogba in French jersey. Great. Paul Pogba in
Sir,
United jersey. Worse than
sir,
Sissoko. Worse than
Paul
Come on,
Sissoko.
man. Come
Pogba
on.
has
That's
7 assists this season in the Premier League. How many
Because
assists
how
does
many,
four assists
Thiago
in the
has
same match.
since
Does
last
not
season?
matter.
Come on, Shivam. Don't judge people on the basis. Don't judge midfielder on the basis of the stats, please. I won't take this. A midfielder
even
cannot
after
judge on
that,
the basis of the
even
stats.
Acha, okay, let those assists be. Let those assists be. Even if we consider the gameplay, the amount of
Here's the thing.
chances that
Henderson,
Pogba creates.
Here's the
Fabinho,
thing.
Bruno.
Put these three.
Henderson,
Henderson.
Henderson.
Henderson is one of the finest tempo controller in EPL. One of the he can
Don't
put in
kid
he can put in
yourself over
creative
here.
passes.
Half
He
of
can put in
half of
creative
your fan
passes.
base slanders. Half of your fan base slanders Henderson day in and day out. He
I do
can't
not
play a
claim
single
half.
long ball
I do
on.
Premier
not
League
claim
captain
that
right
fan
If
now.
base.
his life was on the line, even then he couldn't play one accurate switch of play. Even if his life was on line.
He's the one of the finest players who puts in good balls right at the
I'm
screenplay. He
talking
controls the
about
tempo.
aerial switch of plays, sir. Aerial switch of
अरे
plays. He
यार
doesn't
तू
even
एक
switch.
एस्पेक्ट को
He
लेके
doesn't
क्यों
even
उठा रहा है ऐसा नहीं है कि
he
हेंडरसन की
doesn't
Henderson,
लॉन्ग
even
बॉल्स नहीं
lace
होती
Pogba's boots.
simple reasoning. Do you have anyone even who has even half the capabilities of captaining a team, leading a team that Henderson has? Do you have anyone?
We have Cristiano Ronaldo.
He
We
can't do
have
that
we
shit.
have
He
Come on,
cannot
man.
do
we, we
that.
have we have Bruno
You've seen
Fernandes.
you've seen the pressure he puts on those that play
Are you
alongside him.
telling me? Are you telling me Cristiano
Cristiano
Ronaldo is doing
Ronaldo
captaining?
Cristiano Ronaldo does not lead a team together. Cristiano Ronaldo pushes them forward to the point that if someone cannot take it, they will go out. They will
No.
go out. And you know that.
That
Are
gets
You
you
know
me
that
telling
so.
me?
he
Are you
will
telling
not
that's what he's done with
tolerate.
Portugal over the years?
He will
Are you
not
telling me that's what
tolerate.
he's done with Portugal over the years?
Have you? That
That
man during the Nations League win, why do you think he was screaming on the touchlines?
The Nations League when he was playing the game, man.
He was injured. He came out.
That was the Euros. Get your facts straight.
Oh, wait, yeah, sorry, my bad. But that's basically it. Ronaldo, Henderson, very different mindsets, especially when it comes to leading a team. Henderson, any day a better captain. Any day.
I don't agree
Akash,
with
come on, you
this.
cannot pick
Any day.
Henderson, cannot pick Pogba over Henderson because of the few assists, 7 assists. If we talk about assists and goals, compare the overall stats. I honestly feel that Henderson would have better stats than him.
You just
Pogba.
tell me one
Pogba has
thing.
been pathetic for 4 to 5 years straight in United
Just
Henderson
tell me
jersey.
also
one thing.
provides defensive capabilities.
Keeping.
That's also there.
You need a
Henderson
cover
Keeping
tracks
positional
back.
Pogba.
defensive player as well.
Henderson
Henderson
tracks
does
back.
that.
If we're
Even
if we're
Pogba
gonna
tracks
pick
back.
Bruno
You,
anyways,
Pogba
if we're
is
gonna bring
poor at
Bruno
tracking back.
anyways,
here's the thing.
then
You
Bruno also tracks back.
you're
Then
taking
why not pick
Pogba.
Pogba?
You're taking Pogba for his creative capabilities, right? Creative
Yeah, like
I'm
capabilities.
taking
But here's the
yeah,
I'm
thing.
taking
exactly.
Here's the
Pogba for
thing.
the player
If
he is.
Pogba doesn't click, it's like he's not there. That's the thing. If he
Yeah, so
doesn't click,
Henderson can come
if he
off the bench.
doesn't,
Like just show me any, like there
Henderson.
have been, just hold on. This season there has been 9 matches. Show me one single match where you can say that Henderson has been the best player on the pitch. But I can assure you, I can list out the matches where Pogba has been the best player on the pitch.
Now this
Here's the
is the
thing.
problem. Yeah. Shubham, go ahead, go ahead.
A midfielder and a captain, Henderson does not look to become the best player on the pitch. He looks
Let the
to
captain aspect be
elevate the
out.
level.
We are just
He
picking
looks
out the
to
best
elevate the
midfielder.
level of the whole team altogether. That is where
Okay,
he
How
works.
about
That is where he
I
works.
like to put in
how about
perspective
how
there.
about I do this? How about I do this? I buy Henderson a pair of skates and two pom poms so that he can skate around the whole field, put a few sliding tackles in, cheer the
This
teammates
is
on,
irrelevant. This
elevate
is
the
irrelevant,
obsession,
Shivam. Okay, I'll
but
ask you a
but
question.
can't
Still,
play a single lob through
I'll ask you
pass.
a football generally adult, a mature question. Okay,
All right,
how many times on pitch? How many times on pitch do you rate Cruz being the best player?
10 out of 10.
Don't say all the games. Don't say all the games, bro. Come on, this is straight
You
up
can
line.
see the, you
Are
can
you are
see his
you are
influence.
you
You
are
can
you,
see
are
him
you
getting
watching
those
Real
balls
Madrid without
in.
Tony Cruz? Anmol,
I have
don't take this
literally
as
watched.
an
Have you
offense.
watched Liverpool without Henderson?
Yes, I have.
That's a
Yes,
completely
I have.
different team. That's a completely different team, and
I'll tell you
that too
something.
very
Or I'll
very
tell you
negative
something.
perspective.
I'll tell you something. I don't know how many Real Madrid games you've watched since 2018. The moment Tony Cruz doesn't play, Luka Modric and Casemiro are done for good. You don't
Same.
expect you don't
The day
expect a
Henderson
four-time
doesn't play, the
Champions
day
League winner.
Henderson doesn't
You don't
play, his
expect four
compatriot
times
doesn't
Champions League.
perform.
You don't see the same could be said for
Arnold
Pogba.
always
When
has the
Pogba didn't
bad
play
game when
yesterday,
Henderson is not there.
when
Or
Pogba didn't
anytime,
play
ask any
yesterday,
fan.
when Pogba didn't play yesterday, United was struggling to take the ball forward. The moment he comes on, they score 2 goals. They scored two
Because
goals after he
Atlanta was
came.
already depleted. Atlanta was already struggling. Come on, I don't
You can
give me
always
this
look for
crappy shit that
excuses. You
Pogba
can
came in and
always
changed the
you can
game.
always
Pogba
look
didn't.
for excuses.
You know who changed the game? Cavani changed the game. He was the one pushing forward. Pogba wasn't the one. Pogba was just as a normal midfielder. He didn't change the game. It's lucky that he came in that window. Don't come up with this shit that Pogba came and changed the game. He didn't. You know it very well that
It's
Pogba didn't change the game.
it's again a question of mentality here. It's again a question of mentality. And when it comes to mentality, you cannot defend Paul Pogba any way you try. You cannot defend Paul Pogba when it comes to mentality. That man has
That's
I
why
been an
one of them has a
absolute.
World Cup and
see.
the other one doesn't.
I am a neutral fan there. Okay, I wear all the jerseys. I
Again,
am a very
French.
neutral fan.
When he has the jersey of France on, different player. When he has a United jersey on, different player. He was an absolute shambles. Henderson, even on his bad days, plays for the team, gives his all for the team. If Pogba is having bad days, he makes sure that bad day turns into a bad week turns into a bad month, and it also has a very detrimental effect on the whole squad because
Yes.
Pogba has been a big signing, a big name for United. So if that man goes down the drain, half the team follows. That has been the case. That has been.
All
You
right,
can't
fine,
deny
fine.
that.
We'll give you Pogba. Oh,
You
sorry, we'll
had
give you
to give it.
Henderson. You
Listen,
want to
You
have
had to give
everyone
it.
in the
You
team,
had to give it
of
to us.
course. No,
okay,
we
let's
don't.
come.
We
Let's
actually
come on.
don't. But We are more
Let's come on
focused
to
on
the
the fact that
forwards.
we have to
Let's
complete
come
this
on to the
window
forwards.
rather than comparing a bang average Liverpool captain to a world class Pogba. So we'll give you Henderson.
World class Pogba, he's performing in this season.
For
That's what they're calling. For the past 4 years, they have been complaining that Pogba has not been able to prove his 100 million tag. Not us Liverpool legends. Liverpool United legends have been complaining about Pogba. The the
world
masters of
class
the game.
You know,
midfielder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the funny thing is, you
Now
go
he
and
comes.
ask
He
Paul
provides 4
Scholes,
assists in a
you
game. He's a world class player. Don't give me this.
go and ask
No one
Paul
asked Paul
Scholes,
Scholes anything. No one asked Paul Scholes anything for this reason only. For this reason only. No one asked that man anything. There's a
That's a
reason
good
we
one.
listen to
I
Roy
can't say
Keane.
anything when it comes to that
There's a
part.
reason we
I
still
can't
listen
say.
to Roy Keane.
okay, so let's come on to the
You
forwards then.
listen to
Like,
Roy Keane.
yeah, like let
Well,
it be.
somewhat.
Yeah.
Let's just sum it up.
Salah, Rashford, Ronaldo. No one
Yeah.
else. Simple, plain simple.
It just don't cry about Mane now.
I can't.
Yeah,
Oh, Mane always has a
Rashford,
he's always a
he's
smile
missed
on
too
his
Rashford is
many
face.
different breed,
He's
bro.
got like
Rashford is
curly
different breed.
hair. He should be in
He,
Rashford is
he's
different
missed
breed.
too many chances. I can't
Yeah,
defend
yeah.
that man anymore.
Can't defend that.
And don't even think about Filipino.
I,
No one is thinking
Not-
about Firmino anyway. Not even Klopp.
hat trick in the previous match, by the way. But
No one
okay.
cares.
All right.
No one cares.
All
Actually.
right.
Don't, man. Don't.
All right. All right.
Man went from
Fine.
no look goals to no goals.
No goals.
So
Yeah.
let's just end it there.
Probably 1.5 seasons.
It happens. It
Probably 1.5
happens.
seasons. Yeah, shit happens.
He was busy
Okay,
vibing.
pick any other.
Yeah,
Like
oh,
one
yeah.
one game changing substitute.
Greenwood.
For us, Greenwood.
Yeah.
Greenwood.
If he doesn't start the game, then Greenwood.
Greenwood. And he has shown it.
Thiago. He'd bring a different class to the midfield. I can't lie.
Greenwood gets
I
you the
am a
goal.
big fan of Thiago. I am a big fan of Thiago's gameplay.
Man,
the way he
the
moves the
only thing he
midfield.
does is this.
See, I'll give you.
You
I'll
can't
give you a
say that.
situation.
That's
You're
because
losing one
I-
nil. You're losing
Man.
1-0. Let's just say you're losing 1-0. Okay. I'll just give you a hypothetical situation. You're losing 1-0. You've got 15 seconds to go. 15 minutes
Okay.
to go. Not
Okay.
seconds.
See, guys. I think
You have
this
two options.
argument is this is this. Let's tweak
Okay,
it a
if
little
you're
bit.
losing,
Let's pick one forward midfielder and let's pick one forward and one midfielder. We cannot compare a game-changing midfielder. We cannot change a game. Greenwood will come in as a
I think-
striker, definitely. I don't think.
I
that
think
we can-
Greenwood is the
Jota.
game changing.
Greenwood
Jota.
actually makes the cut for me if you're looking for a forward. Definitely makes a cut for me.
Jota.
Jota. Have you?
Jota is actually-
He was actually named.
If you're not putting him in the
Jota-
starting 11, he's
He
gonna.
was
make it.
actually named. He was actually named Jot Ass after the Euros. Do you know the reason why?
I'm not gonna talk about the Euros. I will choose to ignore that part of his career. We'll move
Euros,
on
he was
to
not
the
playing for Liverpool. As if I remember, the number of times he has come on and clutched the game last season and this season, and
Still
the
not
number of
more than
times he has an
Greenwood.
influence. Jota actually
more
is a
than
good
Greenwood.
name. Is a good name to have on bench at least. Is a
He's
very
a, he's
good
a
name.
good
to have on
name.
bench.
He's a good name. Great name, Diego Jota. I love the name. Not better than Greenwood.
But not better than Greenwood. Come on, even you know it.
Yeah, current
You
form.
know it.
Yeah, I
Would
as
you-
for current
would
form, I'll
you-
give it to
wait.
Greenwood. But yeah, Jota is no less than Greenwood in terms of coming on and switching the game.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
he's
thing.
definitely
Current
no
form,
less.
I
He's just
definitely
4 years
Greenwood.
older than Greenwood. So yeah, definitely no less.
So let's keep it two substitutes, Jota and Greenwood. That's all
Yeah,
right.
probably. Yeah, probably. They allow
Because
5 in the
they're the only game changing ones. If you're talking about last 15 minutes, I'd
Wonder,
bring
I'm
these two
really
on.
surprised no one said Pogba. Earlier they were fighting about Pogba. Game changing.
No,
Pogba needs that.
They didn't come up with that name. They didn't
put
come up with that
Greenwood
name this time.
You just have to pick out the best substitute, and I guess Greenwood beats
So-
the hell out of anyone.
So your second option was Pogba.
Pogba. Yeah,
It
for
would
me
have
it was Pogba.
It
In
would
the
have
last
been.
15 minutes of the game,
Last
1-0 down.
Pogba.
Paul
Pogba.
Pogba.
Brother, you were picking Thiago.
Yeah,
Why can't
yeah,
I pick
exactly.
Pogba?
I changed
Yeah, I
after
would-
you said last 15 minutes. I went to Jota.
Okay, so like if
went
you
to
would
Jota.
have been,
So
what
who was
would
your
have
second
been
pick
your
if not
second
Jota?
choice? What would have been your second choice after Jota?
Thiago.
Jota was
Then
his-
shut up. Then I'm taking Pogba.
There is Pogba, man. Come on, and don't even compare Thiago and Pogba in this season, man.
Yeah, this year we can't
See,
compare
Thiago
because Thiago is
brilliant
not playing this year actually.
Brilliant.
Don't compare Paul
Honestly,
Pogba and
honestly-
Thiago this season Don't
Even
compare Paul
even
Pogba
last
and
year also,
Thiago.
Thiago was no
Whole
big
career.
deal. Thiago didn't do
Whole
much.
in
career.
all
Whole
honesty,
career.
there's no debate between Paul Pogba and Thiago because they are both different kinds of midfielders. There's
Yeah,
absolutely no
exactly.
debate.
Yeah, that's
Same
the
goes
thing.
for Pogba and